today. From Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. It's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. Dak Prescott and the Denver Broncos versus Tua Tagovailoa and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They are led out by their 27-year-old quarterback, a 2-time Pro Bowler. It's Dak Prescott.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the second quarterback chosen back in April from Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
A gain of 21.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those. Legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Those INTs all sting. When you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The numbers for Mixon last week: 14 carries, 70 yards.
I can remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first, but they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Back to Mixon on first down. Tackle made by Deidron Sinnott. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Got a first down and then some inside the 40. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Goes first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On the carry.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Denver Broncos.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Relying.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the point.
This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
At their own 20.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Defensively by Logan Ryan.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yards to go.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They do go for it. It's Tagovailoa. And quickly finding Rager. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively by Logan Ryan.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Tua. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Oh, and it's off the mark. Harrison Butker pushed it to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out it's not the case.
Now the pass brought in by Roberts, and they'll wind up getting this to the 37, a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a give to Mixon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Joe Mixon. That's good.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now Joe Mixon takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Golden. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Tua sets up to pass it. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They got 29 yards that time. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now McCoy. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this carries into the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Oh, Prescott stripped.
Dak Prescott sacked. A fumble on the play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert team.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're the recipient of a nice gift here late in the half with a real chance to put points on the board.
And it's been a difficult half for them in terms of putting points on the board. So here with this gift, with this opportunity, they've got to find a way to cash it in.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Darren Waller. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Harrison Butker is set to kick
After
off.
the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down, Prescott. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Complete to Joe Mixon. It's a game.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it is the Jets who have the lead in that one. Kirk Cousins has fired 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. Carson Wentz with a touchdown pass there. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Phillip Lindsay with 2 touchdown runs. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now. You remember last week they defeated the Carolina Panthers here. Good momentum. 2 now on first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Brings up second.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. A handoff to Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Joe Mixon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Rick Zerline set to kick off.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
It's a gain of 10.
The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Barrett, on the tackle. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
At the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch them.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
That's good.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 22 and a first down.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
35-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. And he's got the open man. It's Allen on the comebacker. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
24-yard line.
Prescott on 1st down. Allen has it, left side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Joe Mixon.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
2nd and 4.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it brings up 3rd.
Now Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free.
Really well and popped it free from his grasp.
44-yard punt. They're 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon, extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Dallas Goedert there to make the grab. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw is Tua. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
First down pass.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Running the jet sweep, Landry. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Down at the 30-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Mixon, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Ball carrier. Jamal Adams there on the tackle. A 1-yard pickup.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Prescott. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So Dak Prescott in the offense. Down by 4, 26 seconds to go. They're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was trying to get that back to Allen, but it'll be 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Roberts, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Tampa Bay, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Denver, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.